Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in here today, taking a look at the stock to meme themed coins. Going to be going through this list. It has been a tough week for these coins. Just giving everyone an update. The current overall market cap is 1.5 billion. That's for the totality of the stock market themed tokens. And you do have a lot of these coins down pretty significantly in the past 7 days, possibly good DCA opportunities. You do have SPX6900, which has noticed a pretty brutal retracement, reaching over around $2.1 billion. It's lost around $800 million in market cap, sitting at around 1.4 billion at this point. Certainly, I mean, this is just kind of a local micro problem. The overall chart, especially for a blue chip high cap meme coin, is still amazing. And so I think SPX 6900 is set up to do very, very well, although there has been a pretty significant sell-off. There were two things. We had the tariffs, and then we had a revised jobs report, which is going to have an effect on the stock market. That's going to trickle down to crypto. That's going to trickle to meme coins. A lot of the meme coins will be affected in a more severe way. Next, you've got Doge. Doge is down 3% in the last 7 days, kind of consolidating, it looks like, at around $52 million at this point, possibly waiting for another leg up. Really, really good looking chart on Solana. This is a relatively new coin, though. This is the branch off of the Dow Jones, along with Dogecoin. Next, you've got GME on Ethereum. So GME sitting at around 25 million. I do think this coin's going to do very, very well. Taking a look at its past 7 days, it is down around 9 million or around 10 million in terms of total market cap. So it's lost a little bit of value the last 10 days. Taking a look at the 3-month chart, maybe a good buying opportunity if you want to wait for a retracement back to 20 million. Although if you're getting an initial entry, right now could be a decent time considering the retracement from around 34 million all the way back down. Looks like it has a pretty solid floor at around 16, 17 million at its absolute lowest. But this coin should also do pretty well, but it's higher in market cap. These coins are higher. It's going to be a lot harder to get the multiple, the 100x. You've got the one on Solana sitting around 9 million. The all-time high of this coin, I believe, is like, yeah, it's 150 million. So right now, certainly if you're looking to get into this coin, it definitely looks like it's at potentially a low of the cycle, sitting at around $9.2 million. It could always go lower, but it's definitely been in a retracement mode for a while there. Next, you've got Stonks. So Stonks is down 44% the last 7 days, down to around 5 million. This is the one on, okay, so this is the one on Solana. The main coin of this is on Ethereum, but it's not in this category, so it always gets me confused. This is like the secondary one on Solana. And this coin has been performing not too well the past few weeks, kind of like all the others. Next, you've got ASTAC. So this is a branch off of NASDAQ. This one did perform, I mean, 86% increase in the last week. The Solana coins are very unpredictable. This coin, yeah, I mean, 4.5 million. To me, it's more of like a branch off of Fartcoin. Next, you've got NASDAQ420 down 36% the last 7 days. Definitely a decent DCA opportunity. I would say still a pretty good chart, although you would love to see some support around 4.5 million, which is where we're at right now. This is very micro, so it's like, well, but you would like, at some point, you'd like to see some support for NASDAQ 420. Certainly, this is, I'd say, my favorite coin in the stock to me meta. You've got the MicroStrategy 2100 down 20% in the last 7 days. This is a coin that, was performing pretty well. I mean, not really, though. It only did a 2x. So it did a 2x within the last month, and then did about a 2x within the last month, and then retraced almost back fully. So MicroStrategy 2100, it's never been one that I've loved, but you have that one. You have USD Gen Index 6900 DXY down 26% the last 7 days. Still a really good chart when you compare it to where it was. I would say it did within the last 3 months around a 7 or an 8x, even with the recent retracement. Hopefully it finds some stability at around 1.5 million. We'll have to wait and see, but you have that one. A lot of these coins down significantly the past week. SPX6969, I don't know what this is. I think this is a brand new Solana coin. I don't know the point of it. I think it's just supposed to be the SPX version on Solana. So instead of SPX6900, it's SPX6969. And I don't really see the point of it. It's just a copy of really just a copy of the one on Ethereum. But the coin is sitting at around 1.5 million. It just came onto CoinGecko. It's a brand new coin. I don't know when it was launched. I would say probably within the past week if I had to guess. So there is that one. They do have, looks like, a lot of social medias. Let me actually look at the Twitter, see if they've got a following, see if it's professionally. SPX6900, 242. You know, they've got a bunch of AI stuff. Yeah, this is one I'm not interested in, but you do have that there as well. You've got based SPX6900. Really, really impressive. Up 5% in the past week, up 5% the past 24 hours. This is a coin that has been kind of maintaining a price pattern in between. And so this got added to CoinGecko like later on. So it doesn't have the full price history. But I know this coin went to around 3 million. It retraced all the way back down to maybe around 200K. And now it's maintaining a higher market cap to where it kind of had a leg up. It's sitting at around 900K. And I do like this coin a lot as a base derivative off of the original SPX 6900. This is a pattern that we've seen with based Fartcoin, with based Pepe, with some of these other based coins, even based Shiba, the new one, sitting at around 6 or 7 million. These coins are starting to catch on, so I think that coin will do it pretty well. Elon Trump Fart, the ETF 500, down 64%. Wow. Yeah, so this coin was on that stock, the whatever the stock app is. I don't know if you guys know what that is. I kept seeing that coin get shilled there. This coin has had a tough one. Wow. I mean, if you're bullish on this coin, maybe a decent buying opportunity. The coin did pump to almost 30 million. And it's got Elon Trump in it. It's the ETF. I mean, but I would wait for a bottom. That is a crazy fall down to around 770K. You've got SPX 2.0. This one dropping back down to around 500,000. The 2.0 does have some significant lore to it. It's not just a copy. But this is kind of an interesting chart to where it originally pumped. I mean, technically it was down around 190K. That was 3 months ago. That was almost at like the lows of April. Then the coin pumps to 1.3 million. It retraces back to around 500K. It pumps again to 1.3 million. Now it's retraced back to 500K. See, the problem with coins like this is there's so many derivatives now. Like there's the one on Solana now, and there's based SPX, and you know, you're competing against all these other ones, so it's tough. The VIX 777 down 35% the last 7 days. You're looking at possibly gaining entries in these coins if you know you're interested. This coin pumped to around 1 million. It's retraced, going down about 50% back to around 500K. I like this coin. I'm not in it, but I do like it. I understand the volatility index of the S&P. I get it. You've got the retirement token. I like this one. We're looking for some stable ground with this coin, I will say, because it's a Solana coin. It pumped like crazy. Its previous floor was around 40 or 50K, and that was like for 7 months. Then it pumps to around 1.5, 1.8 million. And so now it's in a retracement. And when it comes to entering a coin like this, I would wait for it to reverse because it's a Solana coin. I will say this is a coin that could be sensitive to timing in terms of news because Donald Trump is supposed to officially sign an executive order putting the crypto 401k in place. I don't know when that's going to happen, but that could potentially happen within the next few months. And so whenever that happens, whenever the news breaks, we'll see. But my hope is the coin is able to maintain a 300K floor. I don't know if it's going to do it though. DEX trending fund. You've got DTF 6900. So this is down 22%. This is a relatively new coin. You've got the CSI, the Shanghai Stock Exchange, sitting at around 250K. You've got the MXY, the meme coin index, 6900, relatively new coin. This is retraced all the way to 200K. Yeah, if you're interested in entering this coin, this is an interesting entry. It looks like this coin is found a bottom. I don't want to say that for sure. It could always retrace to 150K, but with coins like this, when they launch, then they run up, then they retrace. You know, this is the type of pattern you look for. Now, this coin is like a treasury. It's interesting. I may do a separate video on it. I'm not a fan of the rebrand that they did. You can barely see their logo, but you know, that's what teams do. You've got the NDX 6900. This is the NASDAQ variant on Solana. So you know the NASDAQ on Ethereum. This is the NASDAQ on Solana. I don't even think there's a team with this token anymore. It's at 174K. You've got the coin 6900 at 117K. You have the BRK 69 or 690K at 70K. And you've got the QQQ at around 54K. And then you have the microcap. This is a new coin that I think is off of Solana. Yeah, I'm not sure the point of this coin. I think it's just like supposed to be like a meme off of small caps, but I don't understand how that relates to stock to meme. So I'm not sure if this is misplaced, in terms of the category here. In the stock market, a microcap is considered 50 to 300 million. So first target is 50 million. Yeah, but I know, but what is the actual meme off of a stock or an asset? I guess the asset is a microcap. So they're saying, well, we can become a microcap and it's 50 million because that's what it is in the stock market. Coin's sitting at $30,000. I mean, you could buy 2% of the supply for what, $600? But it's like, I mean, does it even have a, I'm not even sure it has a Telegram. It's with these Solana coins, you got to be careful. But that's basically all of them, guys. They are all retracing right now outside of the NASDAQ. They're all retracing within the last week, which isn't surprising because that's what the market does. And the market gets hit. These coins are going to get hit pretty hard. I mean, you've got a few performing well, at least in the last 24 hours. The last 24 hours, Doji and based SPX6900. But I mean, it's up 5%. That's really nothing for a micro cap or for a small cap coin. So I would just say it's a nice DCA opportunity. It's tough to see this in what's supposed to be a very bullish time. But these are meme coins. What are you gonna do? You have to just hold through it. The only way you're gonna get rich, this is not financial advice, but you need to hold the coins. You've got to just hold them. If you lose faith, you trade them. That's what happened with me in SPX. Here's a telltale sign you can't do this. I was in SPX. I had 250,000 coins. I sold in early September. So I legitimately sold like right here. I think I sold September 7th. So I sell September 7th. And within a month or 2 months, the coin does 100x or whatever. So it's a sign you can't sell your coins. You believe in coins, you can't sell them, you can't keep it, because it's just more times than not you got to just hold. You got to hold through the winter. And this is obviously not the winter. I mean, this is a very, very micro downtrend. With a lot of these coins, we think they're going to do amazing. I hope the total market cap of this goes to $100 billion, right? That would be awesome. If SPX6900 was like 60 or 70 billion, and then some other one. I mean, I don't think it'll go to $100 billion, honestly. That's kind of ridiculous. Maybe 50 billion, maybe 40 billion would be nice. But hopefully it's not all SPX, because right now this entire thing is just SPX, and then all the other ones are so much less. I mean, there's not even another one that's 100 billion. So that's the thing. I don't even think the narrative has really taken off yet. It's just one coin. So we'll have to see. But either way, guys, make sure you like the video down below. That's going to do it for this one.